y'all, Taylor by Debbie here. I'm going to show you how to make a beautiful wreath using one of these Dollar Tree green foam wreath forms, a roll of this mesh ribbon that I also got from the Dollar Tree, and 2 of these 6 feet lamb's ear and rose garland that they have on clearance right now at my Walmart, as well as some greening pins that you can buy anywhere. They're also called U-pins. You can buy these anywhere floral supplies are sold. I bought these at Walmart. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. First, we're going to take off this jute tie off of this mesh ribbon. And we're going to take one of these greening pins. And we're just going to start right here where the connection is. And this will be the back. Okay, we're just going to go in sideways with this, just to kind of hold it on. You can take some scissors and push your greening pin on in. You want to make sure it doesn't come out the side, so if it does, just bring it back out. Push your pins closer together. Okay, and just push it down into your styrofoam like this. And when you push it in that last little bit, that will hold that really nice and secure. Okay, then we're just going to wrap this with this mesh ribbon first. Give us kind of a base so it doesn't look just like a styrofoam wreath form. Okay. Overlapping it just a little bit, and it'll probably take this whole 9-foot roll to wrap our green wreath form from the Dollar Tree. And they usually carry these wreath forms year round, so you should not have trouble finding it. If you can't find this mesh ribbon, just get some of the burlap ribbon, any kind of ribbon that you want to use to wrap around your wreath form, just to kind of cover that styrofoam a bit. And we're getting toward the end of our roll here, and as you can see, it took about the whole roll. And we'll just overlap a little bit to finish using it up. And we're going to take another greening pin, and we want to make sure to put the greening pin on the same side that we did the other one. So I'm just going to cut that little bit of excess off. And we can insert another greening pin right here, just sideways. Okay. Push it in the rest of the way. Just kind of rock those scissors back and forth like that until you get it in. So here is our wreath base. Now we're going to take our first one of our 2 garlands, and they each have these little holes that is intended for you to hang it from a nail on your mantle or whatever. We're just going to take that and we're going to secure it with a greening pin. No glue needed, y'all. Just going to stick that down in there like that. Okay, to kind of secure it. All right, then we're going to loosely wrap. Just pull the garland through. And this is the back side. Okay, so when we get the roses, we want to try to wrap it in a way that we know the roses are going to be on the good side, not the back, okay, the front side of your wreath. Just kind of push all that through and just make your wraps as wide as you need them to be to ensure that that rose will be showing on the top of this wreath. Okay, so here comes our next one. Just going to push all that through, and then we want to bring that up over in a way that we ensure this rose is going to be on the top part, or at least, you know, on that side top part of the wreath, not on the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap our next piece. You don't have to really worry about being exact with this because we're going to be wrapping with another one. Okay, you just want to pull it snug when you're wrapping around, so there's not any slack left in the actual garland itself. Okay, so this one we're going to need to adjust a little bit, so I'm going to bring that over so that this rose, when we wrap it this way, is going to be on the top side of the wreath. Okay, so just continue to do that. All right, we're going to wrap this around one more time and get this rose on the top. This is one of the easiest wreaths that you can make, y'all. All right, so that one's going to kind of be on the top, but a little bit to the side. If you want to bring it more on top, just scoop this over a little bit more. Okay. And then it will be a little bit more facing the top. And we got one more rose. I'm going to continue to wrap. Okay. Until we get that one on the top. Then we're going to bring this around back over here. Okay. And that's a little bit longer than what I need, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off. And then I'm going to take a greening pin and secure this on the back side. Right here. Pull this leaf over. Take that greening pin. I like to push the sides together a little bit. And then push it in. And then just take your scissors and kind of rock them down to push that greening pin on down in. Okay, so now we've got one of our garlands wrapped. So what we want to do now is go through, and anywhere where the leaves are underneath the garland, go ahead and pull them out so we can see the fullness of each leaf. You want to do this gently so you don't yank the leaf off the garland and you don't tear any of the finish off of the leaves. Okay, so you're just going to go around, and any leaves that you see that are up underneath, okay, and we can flip those around. The leaves are all individually added on these little pegs, so if the leaves are upside down on a lot of them, you can just turn them around to where the right side of the leaves will be up, like these right here. Just turn them over. Okay, there we go, just so you can get the pretty side up. It's one thing I love about this garland from Walmart is that you can turn those leaves to get the pretty side of the lamb's ear leaf showing all the way around your wreath. Okay, because they are movable. The leaves are movable and rotatable. Let's get all these leaves out from underneath and turn them to the pretty side. All right, guys, so now we're going to start. When we start this next one, we want to start where the emptiest part is. This is kind of where we overlapped our first one. So let's go ahead and take our second garland. 6-foot rose garland is what this is called, and it's by Mainstays from Walmart. So we're just going to uncurl it. It's kind of wrapped around. When you get these, just uncurl it a little bit. And we're going to turn it over, and we want to start this time wrapping around. Let's go ahead and secure this down in the back. I'm going to go ahead and stick that under there just to kind of tuck it in. Take a greening pin, and we want to go kind of sideways so the ends of your greening pin will not come through the outside of your ring. You want all those sharp points to stay inside the styrofoam. Okay, so now we're going to just wrap this empty spot. Bring the garland through. Okay. And we want to go in between where we went the first time. Okay. You want to put your actual garland in between where we wrapped it before. And it's really going to fill up this wreath form and make it look full and beautiful. Okay, so here's that rose. We want to make sure it's on top. Okay, right there, our first rose. And then we're going to come over here and we want to go between where we went before, and this rose, we want to make it be on top when we come back around this next time. So we're just going to adjust it so that when we pull it around, there's that rose sitting right there, nice and pretty. Okay, it can be on the side, it can be on the front. We just don't want those roses to be hidden in the back. Okay, so let's keep wrapping. All right, we're going to go between where we wrapped before. Okay, yeah. Go down through here. Just keep on wrapping. So that one's going to kind of be to the inside. All right, and this time, look on the back and find a place where you can go between where you wrapped it before. Right there's a good spot. Okay, pull it tight so that when we come back around, that rose is either going to be on the side or on the top of this wreath. There it is right there. Okay, there it is right there. See how this is filling it all up though, y'all? It's going to be so pretty. Okay, all right, we got the last little piece, so we're going to come over here to the back and we're just going to cut it right here. Again, cut that excess off that we don't need. And we're going to go ahead, pull it snug, get it up underneath the leaves. And as long as it's up under a bunch of leaves, it's okay to put that greening pin right here. We're going to stick it down in there, push this together, push these ends together so it's going to be more narrow. Okay. Let's see, I need to figure out where that ending piece was. It's so full, y'all, I've lost where my end piece is. So let me find it. It's right here. Okay. I prefer to end it on the back side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this right there. And then I'm going to put the greening pin back here. And then those leaves will just kind of stick out to the side. Okay. You want your greening pin to go sideways into your ring. Okay, just like that. Let me pull that one back out because this side did not go under. Just like so. Okay, and if you need to, you can take your scissors, just kind of rock it to push it in there further. Then we're going to turn it over and fluff our wreath. And y'all, look how pretty this turned out. Okay, you can kind of work it a little bit if you need to pull your flowers up just a tad. Oh, that one popped off. And another thing y'all can do, y'all, is change where you have a leaf. You can pull the leaf off and put your flower right there. And then put the leaf where the flower stem was back here. That's another little trick you can do to get your, if you got your flowers more on the back side and you want to have them on the front, just trade it out for somewhere. Or if you've got too many flowers and you need another one, let's say right here, let's pull that one off. And then we can take this one off and just kind of move them around where you think you need more of the florals. Okay. And we are going to be putting a bow on this, so put this right down here where that flower was. And we're going to use this 1.5 inch ribbon. This is Offray brand. You can buy this at Walmart. It's a sheer, sparkly soft green ribbon, which I think will look really pretty with this. You can use whatever color ribbon. Pink would be pretty with it. Really any color. It's neutral color, so really any color would be perfect for this. All right, and we're just going to put this in my Easy Bow Design Pro Bow Maker. I'm going to do just a 6-inch tail. We're going to lay the ribbon in there and twist it once in the middle. I'm going to do 4-inch loops because this is not a really big bow. We don't want to make an overpowering bow to go on this small wreath. So we're going to do 4-inch loops. Okay. 4-inch loops. You lay the ribbon in and then twist one time in the middle so that the right side of the ribbon will be up when you come to do your next loop. Okay, and we're going to do 5 loops on each side. So I'm doing the 1 ribbon, 10 loop bow. We're just making 4-inch loops. I do have a video on my YouTube channel. It's one of the very first videos that I ever made that shows you how to make this bow step by step, really slow. So if you would like to watch that, I will try to tag it down below in the description. Okay. And this is a very sheer ribbon. It's going to be very delicate and pretty. Do 2 more. So 1 roll of ribbon was enough to make this bow. Just enough. Okay, we're going to cut this off 6-inch loops. Okay, and that roll of ribbon was from Walmart off fray. And it was 1.5 inches by 9 feet. So you're going to need 9 feet of ribbon, 1.5 inches wide to make this bow. You can use whatever ribbon of your choice. Take a pipe cleaner, fold it in half, pull the ribbon up, keep it stacked. And then you're just going to put your fingers and thumb like this, pull it tight, and twist it a few times. And then we're just going to come to this open spot on our wreath and add it right here just by twisting the pipe cleaner. I'm going to pull it through all these leaves. And I want to go under that vine right there. Okay. And we want this to kind of be sitting on the center on top. Okay, so just put it there and come around here to the back and twist it to attach it several good times. Then you can just take a pair of wire cutters, cut the excess pipe cleaner off, and then just kind of tuck that up underneath where you twisted it. Just tuck it down into that leaf right there, kind of get that out of the way. Okay, and I want the tails to be going down right here. Okay, and then we're going to break the bow from the bottom up. So we're going to pull all these loops up. And we're going to pull these 2 straight up and down like that. And then the next 2 we're going to pull straight out to the side, so it's kind of like a plus sign. I do a little bit different variation when I'm breaking these bows. And then the next 4 we want to do diagonally in between the plus sign. Okay, so we're just going to pull the next ribbons on each side. So we've got 2 tails going down into the wreath, and then we've kind of just separated all that. And then these last 2 we're just going to kind of leave in the middle. We're going to round them out. We're just going to go through and round out your loops with your hand. Just put your hand inside, round out your loops. Just round out your loops. Just like so. Okay, then the last thing we need to do is dovetail. And since this is a sheer ribbon, I think instead of dovetailing, I'm just going to angle. I'm just going to cut these at a slight angle. Sometimes with the thinner sheer ribbon, that ends up looking better than trying to do a dovetail. We want it to be a little bit shorter on the inside, a little bit longer on the outside. So I just start from the outside, angle, cut up a little bit. And y'all, that's it. You can make the tails longer if you want to. Just use a, length of ribbon that's longer than 9 feet. But y'all, this is a beautiful wreath that you can use in many different ways. Now, if you wanted to use it as a candle ring, either put another bow on this side and then take your ribbons and pull them over to the side like this, just like that. And then you could use it as a candle ring and put these on either side. And then this part would be across the table from whoever's sitting in front of you. So you can do it that way too. Just put 2 ribbons, 1 on each side, and that would make a beautiful centerpiece. Or you can do it like this and just pull your tails down to the center with 1 bow, and then hang it up wherever you need just a little bit of something pretty. Hang it on a wall in your home as part of a grouping of pictures. So many possibilities that you can make with this, y'all. And when you can find these garlands, this rose garland was on clearance. When you can find them on clearance like this, you can make it very, very reasonably priced. Thank y'all so much for watching. Until next week, y'all have a blessed day. Bye, y'all.